Jingle bells, Burberry smells, Robin Lady.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my journey in beauty, where every video is an adventure in makeup, beauty, and YouTube, and I'm inviting you to come along with me. Today's adventure is my 12 pans of Christmas update numero uno. And I'm happy to report I have progress on every single product. We're just gonna go in a random order today. I thought I would first address a little bit of business, and that is this Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation is shamelessly shitty. So I'm gonna be rolling this out, and I'm going to roll in its place another sample size product, which is the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer that I received in Sephora Play. I do like this. It's another sample size product. This one is going away. I'll see if I can talk somebody into trying it, but ultimately this is too dark for one, and number two, it did not blend out well at all. I really had to buff it into the skin with a foundation brush. It didn't apply well at all with a sponge. And I don't know why I'm reviewing this for you. It's rolling out. So I did go ahead and roll this in on the 6th of October just for reference, and I have no idea where I am in this, but it's a mini primer. I tried it a couple of times and that's it. So next is my Hoola Sport moisturizer sunscreen shenanigans that I got in FabFitFun. You can see here, this was where I started and this is where I am today. I was so tempted to wait a few days to film this because I thought maybe it would be gone. I use this every single day. I can tell that the smell is changing a little bit, so that indicates to me that this product is on its last legs. Anyhow, so I've made really good progress on this, and I am for sure this will be an empty on my next update. Next is the Sephora Micellar Milk. This is the coconut water edition. I use this every night to remove my eye makeup, except for the last two nights because I am trying another product out for review, but this is all is a progress. This is where I started with this product, and this is my first update. So again, I'm confident this will be an empty at my next update. Next is my Origins Charcoal Mask, the mask that keeps on masking, if you want to know. I couldn't show you where I was at my intro because this packaging and the fact that it is a black mask prevented me from doing so. I cannot believe there's still this much in here. I have masked at least 4 times, so once a week in the last month since my intro. But here is where I am today as best I can tell. Last night when I masked again for the 4th time, I kind of held it upside down and tried to get as much of the air out as I could, but once the product started coming up, then I stopped. So as best as I can tell, this is where I am. I'd like to say that I would maybe use this up before my next update, but I don't know based on the usage. I mean, like, literally just can't get rid of this thing. But I would say my goal for next month is to use at least half of what's left, if not the whole thing. The last skincare item is the Korres Wild Rose Vitamin C Brightening Oil. I really love this stuff. I think I said that in my intro. I do plan to buy the full size of this. I'm actually rather surprised about the progress on this because all I do each night is I take the little dropper out, I put a tiny bit on my my middle finger because I like to flip people off. I put my fingers together and then I just press this underneath my eyes, as well as I do have a little sunspot right here that bothers me. So I have been trying this over that as well. See here, the top line is where I started, and the bottom line, which is a little obstructed by print on the packaging, is where I am today. So I actually think that's pretty fair progress considering you know, I use drops of it daily. I did quit using this all over my face as I had been doing because I was experiencing some congestion in my face and I was afraid maybe it was this. So for right now, I'm just using it under my eyes. Let us talk about the lip balm because this is super exciting. This is the EOS and the chamomile scent. I'm gonna have pictures for you for sure, but definitely this has flattened out this month. The hole is getting ever bigger. And this is going really well. I keep this in my kitchen. It is one of the places that I'm most likely to need a lip balm, and I spend a lot of time in my kitchen with 2 kids and a husband who love to eat. And my goals would be maybe to get down to the grid by next month. That would be really nice. And let's go ahead and do fragrance before we do makeup. This is my Burberry Blush little dabber bottle. It was brand new when this project started, and I did go ahead and mark it over here. So, you know, I've been using it. I'm wearing it today. I really don't like this fragrance at all, but it's not horrible. It's not like stinky. It doesn't give me a headache, anything like that. It's just not my phase. So, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Maybe I could finish this up by next month. If it was a fragrance that I liked, I think it would be a guarantee, but I'll just have to keep pushing myself to use this, as well as I do have a couple of sample fragrances in my year-long pan, which will be ending around the same time as this one. So I've been trying to like alternate a little bit and what have you. Good grief. I feel like I'm like over-explanatory today. Starting with one product, or the only product that we cannot see progress on, it is the Nars Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base that I received from Sephora Play. This puppy is really getting down there. I can see that there's hardly any product on the sides now. I did pull the stopper you know, prior to the intro of this project, so I'm gonna guess this will be an empty by next update as well. That would be 3, maybe 4 empties, so that would be cool. MAC Strobe Cream, I have used this like 3 times maybe since my intro. I've been wearing it actually as a primer now that we have moved out of summer into fall and winter, which we had 6 inches of snow over the weekend, which is gone now, so it's all good. But anyway, so I like this actually as a primer. However, I'm not for sure if maybe this was what was giving me the congestion in my skin, but you could see, you know, we have progress, small progress, but progress nonetheless. Let's talk about my loose setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I got this in my Sephora Play box, bag, whatever it is these days. So this, I saw somebody mark their packages where they have the line across the back. You know, they kind of mark the sides first and then they draw a straight line across so you can actually see better what kind of progress we're working with here. So obviously the top line is where I started and this bottom line is where we are today. The bottom line actually looks like it's almost dead center on the back of this packaging, so I have a little less than half of this left. I have been very smart. I don't know how this didn't occur to me sooner. I think somebody should do tutorials on how to pan. Would you guys be interested in that? Like things that you need to know just about marking products and stuff like that. And also what to do if you're panning 2 similar products. But I am also panning the number 7 pressed powder along with the Laura Mercier loose powder. But these are both setting powders. So what I've been doing is 1 week I use this one all week, and then the next week I do this one all week, and so on and so forth. I just feel so proud of myself for coming up with that idea, right? You guys have probably been doing it for years. Anyhow, so that's kind of what I'm doing now that I have similar products in different projects, and I feel really good about the progress I made this month. Next is this little tiny guy, which I realized wasn't even in my inventory. Shame on you. This is the Elizabeth Mott Show Me Your Glow Shimmer Shadow and Highlighter. I will have pictures up for you, of course, but last month there was no pan, and within a few days I hit that shiny pan, and since then I have expanded it a little bit. I've been using this a lot on my brow bone and my inner corner, as well as a little bit just on the apples of my cheek. Should we do that now? Why not? That sounds like fun. But just because this is a lighter color, just right here on the apples, because you can never have too much glow, right? Just layer that stuff up. I actually really like this because I'm also panning Becca Opal, which is a little bit darker than this. Well, a lot of bit darker than this. And so I really kind of like just almost highlighting my highlighter with this. Like I'll put this one on the apples of my cheek, the tip of my nose, and maybe my chin, and then use the, you know, opal for the rest of my face. Anyhow, so progress on that. I'm really excited. I would love to see this gone before next update. I don't think that's going to be any problem at all. And so fingers crossed on that one. And the last product, this is my Hoola Bronzer Mini that I received in Play. I'm panning it because I have a full size in a blush palette, and I don't know if you'll be able to see here, but I've just nearly worn off the Hoola on the Hoola bronzer, the embossing there. I was really hoping to get the words off of there completely for the first month. I've used this damn near every day. Maybe once or twice I used a different bronzer because I had a wild hair that day. But I was really hoping to get the name off of there. So that will be my goal for next month. I want to wear away the Hoola so, you know, can't see it anymore. And even make a dip would be great. I don't think I'm gonna finish this, and I don't even know if that was my goal. I don't think I'm gonna finish this by Christmas, but I would love to really make some good progress and then maybe roll it into a project next year. So I am very pleased with my progress this month. Every month, no matter what the project, I am always learning about panning and about managing a larger makeup stash, etc. And I hope you guys enjoyed this update. As always, tell me what my lighting looks like. Are we liking it better? Is it too shiny or blown out? You know, if you care, tell me down in the comments, and if not, I hope all of your makeup days are beautiful makeup days. I will see you in my next video soon. Bye!